Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new, it's Libby. Today I'm going to be filming an unhaul video. I haven't done one of these in quite some time, so I just went through my shelves. They're much cleaner, and I saw Chloe from Chloe Reads Books do this, and I need to be honest with myself. Am I either going to read them, or if I'm going to reread them? Most of these were going to be not reread. So I am, I have a few of them here that I have not read yet. So I have 29 books to get rid of in this haul. Some of these are way back when, backlist titles. And yeah, we're just gonna hop into the video. The first books I have are a trilogy, I know, and that's this trilogy right here, Forgive My Fins by Tara Lynn Childs. I've read these, and I've reread them a couple times. I know I'm never going to reread these again, so it is time to let go of these and pass them on to a younger person who will enjoy them much more. It's a mermaid book, so, and I can't remember too much about it, so yeah, so it's time for that one to go. The next one is a duology, and that is Tempest Rising and Tempest Unleashed by Tracy Tubbs. This is another mermaid series. I got these when I was in my mermaid kick, but it's time to let go of these. I'm never going to reread them. My best friend has read them and enjoyed them, so I might see if she wants to keep these, but if not, then these are going to get gone. So I'm going to see if my best friend wants these. So, but other than that, they're gone. The next book I have is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I have the Scorch Trials, which might go in this pile as well and make it 30 books because I haven't reached for the Scorch Trials since I bought it. So, Maze Runner, you all know what this is about. So, time to let go. I love the movies more than I love the books. So, next one is an oldie, and that is Dream a Little Dream by Kirsten Greer. I read this a long time ago. This is about a Liv who can travel in people's dreams. So the concept was really interesting back when I read it. I finished the trilogy, so it's time to go. Next one might become a shock to you guys, and that is The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I read this whole trilogy, really enjoyed it. Realistically, am I ever going to reread it? Probably not. And if I do, I can always get them from my library. But, yeah. Can't remember too much about this one either, but I did enjoy it when I read it. The next one's a really oldie, Eve by Anna Carter. I read this whole trilogy. I bought it used. It's like 16 years after a deadly virus wiped out most of the Earth's population. The world is a treacherous place. 18-year-old Eve has never been outside a heavily guarded perimeter. So, yeah. And she flees from the home she's ever known. So, there's that. Enjoyed it back when I read it. This one I've only read the first book of, and it's a retelling of Sherlock Holmes, The Study in Charlotte by Brittany Cavallaro. I've only read the first one. I've never continued on with the series. So, I'm going to let this go too. This one is, I've read it, never going to reread it. That is Stay by Elisa Shushman. And this is about a princess attending her ball, dancing with handsome suitors and advisors, and meeting her true love. Wants nothing more than to dance, unless you follow the path she wants to flee, so, and she has magic. So, but am I gonna reread it? No. Next one I haven't read because I've heard mixed things about, and that's the Siren by Kira Cass. I've unhauled the Selection trilogy a long time ago, so I think it's time to let go of this one because I haven't reached for it since I bought it, so it's time to let it go. Next, Sad to See Let Go is A Tiger Lily by Jodi Lynn Anderson. I read this and didn't like it, so I think I gave it 2 stars, and that was being generous. So, time to let Tiger Lily go. Defiance by CJ Redwine. I don't think I read books 2 and 3, but this one, I'm really not too sure what this one is about. So, but I read it a long time ago, and I'm never going to reread it to read the series, so time to let go. Next is Riptides by Lindsay Scribby. I read this a long time ago. This follows our main character, Grace, who surfs to get away from her home because her home life is not perfect, and then stuff unravels from there. So, time to let it go. Also, time to let this one go. Girl Online by Zoe Sugg. If you don't know who Zoe Sugg is, she is a popular YouTuber, and she wrote a trilogy. I've read the trilogy, really enjoyed the trilogy, but I don't own books 2 and 3, so it's time to let this one go and pass it on to someone else. Realistically, I'm never going to reread Crazy Rich Asians by Kevin Kwan to read books 2 and 3. I did, however, enjoy it when I first read it, and I don't remember what this is about, so time to go. One I have not read is Moonglo by Michelle Griffo. This is a vampire novel I thought was interesting back when I picked it up, but realistically, I'm never going to read it. So, this one reminds me of another story, so I'm not going to read it. Next one is Hunted by Megan Spooner. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. I read this, really enjoyed it, but again, I'm never going to reread it. So, yeah. Time to go. Another one I'm sad to see go. I got it from my library for only $3. So, and that is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. I really enjoyed this when I read it. It's a historical fiction set in Paris, in France in 1939. So, but realistically, I'm never going to reread this, so it's time to go. Next two are a part of a trilogy. I've read this whole trilogy, enjoyed it, but again, like before, I'm never going to reread it. So that is Queen of the Tearling and Invasion of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. Again, I'm never going to reread this series, so it's time for these to go. Another book that's time to go is because I never finished the series. I never picked up the sequel, so it's time to let this go, and that's Zenith by Sasha Alsberg and Lizzie Cummings. Thought the concept was unique when I read it, but again, it's time to go. Another one that I know I'm not going to read, and I'm going to see if my best friend wants this, because she likes these kind of books. It's a Beauty and the Beast, Lost in a Book, an enchantment story, enchanting original story by Jennifer Donnelly. I might give this a try, but I haven't reached for it since I picked it up, so I am going to unhaul it and yeah, this is another one I'm going to see if my best friend wants, and if she does, she can have it. The next two are, it's a duology, and that is Hecked and Charmed by Michelle Praise. These are witch novels. I read them a long time ago, really enjoyed them. Again, never going to reread them, so time for these two to go. Next, I have books by the same author. That is Starflight by Melissa Landers. I don't think I've ever read this, but I could be wrong. I'm never going to reread them. It's a sci-fi, so time to go. And the last two are by the same author, and it's a duology. And that is Alienated and Invaded by Melissa Landers. I'm never going to reread these, so it is time for these to let go and move on to somebody else who will enjoy them. So these two are going to go as well. But I've had these for a really long time, and I've never reached for them to reread them, so it's time to go. So that is all of the books that I'm unhauling for you guys today. I know it was a little brutal, but I had to be brutal because I need space on my shelves. I haven't even touched my TBR shelf yet. That is for a video for another day. But thanks for watching. If you've read any of these books, let me know your thoughts and if I should read them or reread them. Let me know down below. And like, subscribe, stay a while, and let me know if you guys got rid of any books recently. I would love to know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.